Hi, Dumpster Divas. Welcome back to the Dumpster Dive YouTube channel and to the podcast that is in your ear holes. I am so happy to be joined by my sister in Christ, and by Christ I mean Andy Cohen. Noor is here from The Reality Is. You know her, you love her, and we've got a lot to gossip about today. Noor, how are you?
I'm so good. Thank you for bringing me into your testimony. Is that
Do one more take where you really feel good.
Thank you for bringing me into your testimony. Is that the right term? Testimony? I don't know. I don't know Christian talk.
I have not been in the church since probably I was like 17, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for having me.
We're going to go with it.
Yeah.
We're going to go with it.
Yeah.
So we were, Noor and I were going to hop on to talk about Ladies of London, but there's so much that has happened that I haven't talked about on this microphone. There's a lot of the Frankie Paul universe has imploded. I haven't spoken about that yet. We got to touch on that. And most importantly, I am fresh off the heels of playing Big Brother 40, birthday brother 40, Donny's birthday celebration. Donny from I Am the Cute One. Do make sure to go follow I Am the Cute One on all platforms. Not Instagram. They don't have an Instagram. I mean podcast platforms and YouTube.
Yeah.
So do follow them because we played. It ended up being like 14 hours. Actually, no, longer. It was probably like 16, 17 hours worth of gameplay. With a group of 28, not strangers because some knew each other, but like mutually didn't all know each other.
Yeah.
And six production members. We had there's camera crews, there was like game coordinators. It was a full production, and it's gonna be you're gonna be able to watch it. Coming in 2 weeks, even. That's when the first episode is dropping.
Turning that around in 2 weeks is so crazy. Like that, I don't think that a Bravo season has ever come out that quickly.
Well, so the way they're editing it is so every week there will be in the first week of April, I believe there will be the first episode. It should cover a couple HOHs and eliminations, maybe like one or two, and then the following week there will be exit. You'll get to watch all the exit interviews with whoever got eliminated in those rounds.
I love Donny so much. This is so psychotic. Like it's actually so psychotic, complimentary. Like he's just, and after this, like if that man does not end up on Big Brother, like I don't know what we're gonna do. Like how? Why wouldn't he needs to be on Big Brother?
Well, I'm definitely going to use all of this content as an audition tape to go on some type of
you guys got to make it on Traders or something.
I have to say though, playing the game, and guys, I did not sign an NDA, but I essentially signed a Donny NDA, which is he just glares at me if I say too much. So I feel him glaring at me right now from behind me. So I can't reveal how far I go. I can't reveal details of what happens. I'm happy to talk about things that go down as you guys watch it. But maybe what if I held a recap podcast for a podcast?
No. I'm gonna be the premier recap podcast. Guys, go follow me over there at The Reality Is podcast. I will be the premier podcast recap for the BB40, and I will turn it into a Rob has a podcast type thing where every week I invite over the people who eliminated, unless I don't know them, then I don't care about them. I'm gonna be like, I don't know, somebody Donny went to high school with or whatever. I don't give a shit about that person. So
what's gonna be interesting though is like, not only are there we filmed exit interviews within the confines of the show, like in the castle. And guys, we were in a castle that had, I believe it was 20 bedrooms.
No, that place first of all, who built that?
Maybe someone in the Epstein files, to be honest with you. There were aspects of it that were frightening. we played the majority of the game in a basketball court that was under the ground. In the basketball court, there is a hole in the wall that is a tunnel that you can crawl through underground to like a secret like escape room that's like deep underground. Feels like a doomsday scenario. I can post photos of it at a later point, but we played the game in this massive place, and like we had like an area that was like a stage for the exit interviews in the confines of the show. But then Donny and Chelsea are interviewing contestants on the Patreon as well, which I'm really anxious to see what people say to Donny and Chelsea's face, because the exit interviews on the show were to just a producer, but now they're going to be talking to Chelsea, who played the game, as well as Donny, who played us.
I mean, it's amazing. I was so sad I wasn't able to make it. I did try to weasel my way in. I was like, hey, because in the past we've had a couple of like friends weekends where I love to just pop in, eat a meal, and pop out. That's my
You're kind of
thing.
scared to commit to us, even though we've known you for 6 years, but that's okay.
I'm just always like, do I want to sleep over? I don't know about that. Let me just hop in and see what's going on and then be out. But I did tell Donny, because in my defense, it was a holiday weekend for us. Ramadan just ended. But I was like, hey, I'll come for like the end. And he was like, it doesn't work that way. And I was like, okay,
It honestly,
sorry.
Noor, you would have been. I have a couple things to say to you about it. One, you should never play this.
No, me? Okay, tell me why I shouldn't.
Guys, the game got incredibly personal, incredibly fast.
And mind you, this is not like a Big Brother where you live together for several days. This is over a span of, what, 48 hours?
Like, not even. We arrived at 6 p.m. on Friday and we left at 9 a.m. on Sunday. Like, it was like it was like 36 hours. We probably slept for a total of 8 hours max.
And the game itself was like 12 hours, right?
So the way the game went down, this isn't spoiling anything. You'll get to see this happen. So the first night, we thought we were just having dinner, but right after dinner, there was a surprise twist, and that was that we were playing our first HOH competition that night. So we actually played a game first night we were there. So then after the game happened, then people started talking strategy all through the house. And to be walking around a house and knowing that people are like
Whispering about
smiling
you.
to your face, but then whispering behind your back, it is a psychological nightmare.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't.
for anyone who's paranoid that people don't like them,
Okay. I see what you mean. Yep.
no, I am this way too. Paranoid that people don't like them, paranoid that people are saying things about them. It was truly diabolical, and people fought.
Okay. Well, can't wait to see it all go down.
You'll get to watch all this. So once again, to watch it, go subscribe to the I Am the Cute One Patreon. They are releasing all of the content there. Unfortunately, it does have to be behind a paywall for now because of some logistics, some people logistics. Just because I don't think everyone wants to be on the internet, like you and me.
Weird.
Especially, they don't want to be on the internet when they're crying, fighting, and screaming.
I'm so excited. I like cannot wait. As you know, I'm about to I'm about to take like a medical leave of absence from work. I'm gonna be like laid up for 6 weeks, and I can't wait to eat that shit up. It's gonna be so good.
And I can't wait to hear what your theories are on who's gonna win, and also honestly in the chat right now, I'm very curious, and I want to tell Donny and Chelsea this. So the people from the podcast world that are very close with Donny and Chelsea, it was me, my sister, Kix, Kendrick Tucker from I Cannot, Amanda used to have a podcast called It's All Happening. Now she's just a non-podcaster, but a killer mom.
Yeah.
And then Chelsea. Mm-hmm. So it was the 5 of us who played the game. I want y'all to give me in the comments, for those that really know all those people or some of them, I want you to give us predictions on how far you think each person goes.
Yeah.
Because I'm really curious to see what your pre-game thoughts are. So then when it all plays out, we can kind of go back and check that out. I cannot it will be the best. I believe it's $5 that you'll spend on a Patreon. Go subscribe.
And honestly, give them more than $5, because sometimes you can give people more money on Patreon. Give them more than $5. This man had like a bunch of camera crews, and
no, guys, I don't think the budget is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I think it was filmed in 4K. I'm probably gonna look like this. Like someone at one point said, "You look really scared."
oh my god.
And I was like, no, that's because I am.
Oh my god.
I'm excited for you guys to watch Everyone's Mania and go subscribe to the I Am the Cute One channel.
Yeah.
To check that out. Nora, let's talk about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yeah. So when you were on my podcast, we got the breaking news about our, not my girl, not yours either. Somebody's
I've
girl.
never written for that lady.
Somebody's girl, that Taylor Frankie Paul. I will say, first season, I liked her. Even the second season, I said, you know what? She's a rough and tumble kind of gal. Whatever. Season 3 and 4. I was like, okay, well. Now I watched a little bit more of the new season, and I was just so annoyed. I was annoyed watching it. I was annoyed listening to her. I was annoyed watching the people around her. And then now we know, like, the Bachelorette season has been canned.
Canned, yeah. So, guys, if you have, I almost would encourage you to go watch the footage, but footage was released by, I think, who we think to be probably Dakota, of Taylor Frankie Paul assaulting Dakota and their child with bar stools.
Ew.
And it's a really upsetting video that I wish I had never seen. Yet here we are, and this, once again, the season was pulled, and then, you know, there was another incident that happened right before the season was pulled, and then amidst all of that, I think we have to tell everyone about our text conversation.
So funny.
So Thursday night, you know, I'm getting ready to go be trapped in psychological torture. I pop an edible, have a glass of wine, and I'm vibing on the couch, and a headline hits that Jesse and what's his name? Jordan are splitting, and that Jordan has filed for divorce. Now, can you just pull up our text and read to everyone the headline first, and then the series of comments?
So Tom sends me a text at 10:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday night. Obviously, he's going through a lot. He's worried about this game. He's popped an edible, like you said. He sends me an article. It says, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives star Jesse Negatikura's husband, Jordan, files for divorce. And Tom sends me the screenshot, and it says, my biggest takeaway here is Jesse ... multiracial. What's her last name's origin? And by the way, like, I think we're both stupid, because I read your message and I was like, I can't remember which one is Jesse and which one is Jordan, because those are unisex names. Yeah. I said, oh yeah, he's half Japanese. He's a horrible looking man. Oh no, just Googled, he's a quarter Polynesian. And then you said,
Guys, this is one of my most embarrassing moments, I think.
Tom said, he said, wait, but his name is Files. Her name is Nakatekura. And I said, Tom, are you joking?
I thought his name was Jordan Files, comma, divorce. Guys, Nick Vial has permeated my brain in a way that I'll never recover. Whenever I see Files, I just was like, that is I don't, even though Vial Files, even though Files isn't part of his name, I just like, I can't explain it to you. I just was like, how weird that like his name is Nick Files.
And then he said, I read it in passing and I was like, who the fuck is Jordan Files? No, it's so funny. Also, Nick Vial, it doesn't make any sense because his last name is Vial, but the word is Files. So, like, Files and Vial are two completely different sounding.
But then he has turned his last name into kind of art imitating life. He's turned his last name into my thoughts on him.
Vial. That's right. Have you watched the dating show that he and his wife have put together?
The Age Gap dating show? No, I don't really watch that many dating shows.
No, also I'm not watching this. It's very Ghislaine Maxwell to me, this Age Gap.
The one that I honestly, and I never supported this woman, and I'm scared to say, but like the one that I actually looked way more interesting to me was this like below deck one that Alex Cooper's doing. Have you seen that?
No, I don't. It's too.
No, I get it, but the concept of this one is fully a 30 Rock episode. They put a bunch of people on a boat. 6 of which are in a set of 3 couples. And then the other 20 work on the boat.
Okay.
They are not like professional stews.
Okay.
They have just been hired as like hot people to cook food, clean for the 3 couples. Now the premise here though is that the way to get into the game is the people who work on the boat have to try and seduce one of the couples and trying to get them to break up so then they can couple up with one of the couples and then they no longer have to work on the boat. Now, if one of them does break up a couple, the person that gets dumped has to walk the plank on the boat and gets dropped off in the middle of the ocean. I mean, obviously that doesn't actually happen, but like they do walk the plank.
What's the name of this show?
It's called plank she better do. I don't know.
It's called My Single is Dropping. Like, it's so stupid.
My single is it's my single is
My
dropping.
single is dropping. It's dropping.
My single is dropping. It's dropping. So that one looks a little better to me only out of the 30 Rock angle where it's like, because a lot of these reality shows these days, they feel like the 30 Rock. Like
fully.
they do feel like MILF Island.
No, they totally are. They are. And
Yeah.
everybody is a sexy baby on it. So it totally makes sense.
We love sexy babies. It's very in fascist United States of America.
Fascism loves a sexy baby.
It's true though. They do.
It's true. There's an entire set of files about it and nobody's doing anything. So
A different set of files, not Jordan or Nick.
you know what's crazy about Nick Vile is that his wife's name, Natalie Joy, is so Gilead. Like, it's so Handmaid's Tale. Isn't it? Like, Natalie Joy. Natalie Joy to me feels like a name of like the wife of like a high priest in like a fascist, country.
It's just white. It's just white Christian,
She would be.
Can you imagine being a Vile? Does it go by their last name or their first? It's last,
No, it's
right?
a first
Like
name. No, it's a first name. He would be
it
of
would be
Nick.
of Nick. Vom.
Well, speaking of fascism, ICE is at the airports. Anyway.
Nora, why are we talking about that? Was not on the list of topics today.
Like, can we talk about Ladies of London now?
Can we please talk about ICE at the airports?
It's on my mind. I'm so sorry. The dumpster is
No,
a reality, as we say.
It's pretty terrible, to be honest with you. It really is like, wow, we're here. But then you see the videos of them and they're all just sitting there like picking their wedgies. And I'm like,
literally, they're eating protein bars and just like, they're doing that thing that
That's the
cops
thing
do
is-
where they put their hand inside of the jackets and just like hang around like little T-Rex arms.
yeah. I have to say, like, they are everything that's happening, like, I don't want to say his name, but you know who is way less powerful than he thinks he is and way less powerful than the media plays him out to be. He is weak and his moves are dumb as hell. Please vote, y'all. It's pretty easy to try and get him out, but like, y'all gotta vote. I'm voting, you're voting, but anyone else listening, please vote. We must get out of this hellscape. The only way to get there is by making some traction in November. So I beg of you.
Yep.
I beg of you.
Well, speaking of voting, do you want to talk about Married to Medicine first, or?
Yeah, let's do that first. I just want to touch on this a little bit. We haven't talked about this season on the pod, but the reunion part 1 just happened, and I didn't totally understand that Jackie and Simone are just like donezo as friends. That really rocked me.
Yeah, I mean, I love how dramatic Simone is when she told Andy, like, you helped me almost not get divorced one time, and now you're going to have to help me again. It was just like, Simone, please. Here's the thing. I get what Simone is upset about because, Heavenly is essentially insinuating that Simone is a violent person. And
A vile file.
and all Jackie has to do is say, no, that wasn't violent. Like, she wasn't Heavenly wasn't in any harm. Like, yeah, they got physical, but it wasn't anything that like would have really hurt anybody. That's all she had to say, right? But she didn't, because we've seen that for seasons with Jackie. It's like she doesn't stand on anything except for fat shaming and defending men. Those
She
two things.
loves a fat shame.
She's like, now, if Heavenly had called you skinny and I think that you're fat, then yeah, I would have probably stuck up for you. But physical altercation, I don't like to have an opinion about that.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like to me, it's really so obvious it's not a hard thing to stand up for your friend for. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a problematic thing. It's not like ruining any friendships. You literally just have to be like, it wasn't physical. Even Heavenly isn't like, I don't even think Heavenly would be like, it's crazy that you haven't said anything. She's literally, I don't think she would be upset if Jackie said that.
Yeah.
She's sitting there she looks almost bored at the topic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
It's crazy that Jackie won't do it.
Yeah, I think if Heavenly and it seemed like Heavenly was like, I have no problem with, and she keeps saying like, I do not want these two to not be friends because of me. This is not, my beef is not with like Jackie being friends with Simone. I don't want to get involved in any of that. But the fact that Jackie can't do it for Simone is real sad. But the show exhausts me sometimes. It bores me sometimes, but it does also make me lol, because at one point there's like a fight about, I don't know, the size of Eugene's penis.
We're always fighting about it, which makes me think it is small.
and Toya, our beloved Toya's like, you're obviously projecting Heavenly, and Heavenly says, my man's from Barbados. And it just like,
Wait, speaking of Barbados, there's a lot of Caribbean influence on Ladies of London in a way that I was shocked to find out.
Shocked.
You know that meme of like, I'd like some white wine, and then it's just that's honestly Ladies of London.
I was like, huh? Barbados? Bayesian? Huh?
Like,
Haiti?
Rihanna?
Creole? What?
Yeah, what?
Huh?
Very weird. No, but the reunion really was, it kind of just bummed me out in a way. That I really love Simone as like a reality star.
Yeah.
And the fact that her and Jackie have been friends for so long and it's falling apart bums me out. But Jackie needs to be off this show, to be honest with you.
Agreed.
I'd never gotten the Jackie appeal. Well, that's not true. I would say I just stopped caring for her since the COVID seasons, essentially. There's something off. She's done some really gross things, but gets away with it because she has this kind of Lisa Vanderpump class level to her.
Yeah.
Where it's like she's very elegant, so she can get by with saying the meanest bullshit behind people's backs.
Yeah.
Or to their, actually not really behind their backs, to their faces.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yep. Well, let's dive into the British Ladies of London, who there's actually only two people who are actually from London on this show.
Everybody else has like Madonna's 90s accent, when she's
Yeah, and everyone's a little black.
Everyone's got just a touch of melanin.
It's so crazy. Every episode, I'm like, soon we're going to find out that Kimmy's black. And I'm like...
No, Kimmy is. Kimmy's the one who's Haitian.
Wait. I get them mixed up. Lottie is who I'm saying.
Lottie is the whitest one.
Lottie, the whitest of them all, is going to be like, I actually am black.
Yeah, exactly. Lottie's going to be like, yeah, exactly.
My grandfather is from a different Caribbean place.
Her husband, who looks like anonymous, like...
Truly. We don't know what that man looks like.
I know.
What he's wearing as a persona is not his face. Like, I want to see his driver's license.
I would love to see his driver's license. Have we ever seen him without a hat?
Like, can you imagine his driver's license looks like full, like, prospector, like I've tied her to the tracks.
Twirling his mustache. I think they're so funny. I kind of like love the fact that Lottie's like, no, I'm an art school girl and I married the artiest freak ever. Like, I kind of like love that about her, but I also would love to see what like nighttime looks like for these two. Like, are they both like wiping off their makeups, and like I want to know what he looks like when he's like down, going to bed. Is he
I think he eats her out with the top hat on.
I think the top hat's there for her to not see what's going on down there. It's like blocking the whole view.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it really baffles me to just see him talk about traditional marriage and call me old. Maybe I'm a little too old fashioned, but it's just like, baby, there's nothing traditional about what's going on here. No. And I support what's going on here, but like there's nothing trad about y'all.
No, but I think I love it so much. Like, I think that they're so funny in that way. Like, they're both like supposed to be like artsy and like accepting of like, they live in a part of town that's like a little bit more like, edgy and stuff. And like, them compared to somebody like, what's her name? The woman who does the our half Bayesian sister.
Dara?
No,
wait,
not Dara. Dara's Asian. Bayesian.
Wait, who?
From Barbados. What's her name?
Oh, Kimmy?
No, Kimmy's half Haitian. the etiquette.
Half Asian or half Haitian?
Bayesian. People from Barbados are called Bayesian.
Wait, really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. You're like, are you saying
Micah?
Yeah, Micah. That's
Micah?
the one. Like, I think it's so funny to have somebody like Micah who's like, showing you how to eat a banana with like a fork and a knife, and then you have like Lottie and her husband who are like so edgy. But I always think it's so funny when like people who are filthy rich, who are like dropping, $50,000 on like a watch, are like, oh, we're so alternative. Like, my husband wears eyeliner. It's fine. Like, it's okay.
Your accent's pretty good.
Thanks.
Congrats.
It's limited. It's going to turn into Tony Soprano in like a second.
We've gotten a lot of comments on my accent work, and they've been actually more positive than I would think.
No, I think that Ladies of London is a show that you have to like lull about the accents a little bit.
You do, especially because so I'm looking at the cast right now, and we have, so once again, there are 8 of them, but only 1, 2, so okay, 8 of them, but 4 of them. So half the cast is actually British.
Okay, so Lottie.
But then the other, so we have Martha, Emma, what's our gay's name?
Mark,
and Lottie. They're our Brits.
Yeah.
And then the other half are, what's the Steve? Oh God, I'm blanking on everyone's names.
Micah,
Missy, Micah. It's also because everyone has.
Oh
names.
no!
Missy,
by the way, yes,
Micah,
it's all Lady
Kimmy,
M. It's all Lady M.
And the American. Yeah, what's the American's name from?
Margot. Margot is such a name of an actress who would like make a man ejaculate on camera. You know what I mean? Doesn't that feel so right to you?
Oh, 1,000%. She looks like she has had jizz covering most of her body at some point.
And who amongst us hasn't? You know what I mean?
I wish I had that look to me.
No, I just mean like who hasn't been covered in a little bit of jizz? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well, of course. Grab the towel. I talked about this in the last recap I did for Ladies of London, but I'm still very troubled by the fact that Margot was almost on Southern Charm.
Okay, that's crazy to me. And I do think it's so funny that at the end of this episode, at some point, Martha, my beloved Martha Sitwell, she says something like, and then South Carolina came for you, to like Kimmy, because, Margot and Kimmy get into it. But I just love that they call her South Carolina. I was like, that's hilarious, Margot.
Yeah. She is South Carolina. And South Carolina is a troubled place to me to identify as from,
Yeah, also, like, that also tells me that she was probably somebody that, like, Whitney knew. You know what I mean? Like,
she gives I Let Whitney, like, jizz on my chest once vibes. That was really vile. I'm so sorry I just said that. That was really vile files of me.
Yeah, I don't love that. I hope it was consensual. I hate him. He's so gross.
Who Whitney has how has Whitney been around so much? That always is a question I have in my brain.
Money is a crazy thing, Tom.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. Well, let's go through. So episode 3 was when they went to the winery and they all revealed, these horrifying details about their life. And I'm at the time, I was very firmly Team Kimmy on this, where it's like, shut up.
No, and I love on any new reality TV show, one of my favorite things is when nobody knows exactly what the assignment is. Like everybody is coming in to produce their own television show. And sometimes it's
Right.
really fun. Sometimes it's not. In this case, it is really fun. I love that Kimmy's like, nobody could tell that my dad was my dad. And then he would make a joke about sleeping with me when I was a little girl. I was like, that's dark. But she just like lulls about it. You know what I mean? And like, it's just so, I mean, I understood what Kimmy was saying. I totally with you where she was like, what are we doing here? Like, are we really? And it was also the way it was edited was so funny where it was like, my brother died. And then Lottie's like, my father, he had cancer and he almost didn't survive. And they're like, oh God. And then Martha's like, my sister killed herself. Like, I just think that progression was so funny. Like, it was so hilarious to like see that. I would also have been like, are you fucking kidding me? Especially at like a winery. But this episode, I was like, Kimmy, don't do that.
Kimmy?
Don't do that, Kimmy.
Also, like, Kimmy's relationship with alcohol is troubling. We have to be really real about
Which is
it.
crazy for us to say while she's on a television show with Lady Martha Sitwell.
But see, Lady Martha Sitwell just feels like an old age of drinkers where it's like, the martinis are always flowing, darling, and it's just part of who we are. You know what I mean?
She and her
But
magpie are just like getting drunk at like 11 a.m.
Like just popping open a Chablis every day and not every night, every day.
For
Yeah.
breakfast.
But the thing with Kimmy is like she gets the age old diagnosis of lights on, no one's home, and you can't. Here's the thing: if I can tell through your eyeballs what's been going on, I think it's maybe you put it down.
I think that Kimmy's drinking is dark, and I think Martha's drinking is also dark but sad. Like Kimmy's drinking gives me dark and like dark and scary in a way that like Martha's doesn't. Like Martha's is scary where I'm worried for her, and Kimmy's is scary where I might be worried for the people around her.
That's sweet.
I mean, but also I think like what I love about Kimmy is like when she talks of when they're at the vineyard and she was like talking about booze, blanc de blanc, blanc de blanc. She just kept talking about blanc de blanc.
Yeah.
And like the gems, or even when she talks about her children. And then I saw online she's apparently like a chef, like she's raising a child on the spectrum. Like I think that there's so many things about her that seem so cool. Even when she talks about like raising a kid and like choosing to be married and like just the way she talks about certain things, I'm like, I do wish she would open up, but she really is. I love Martha because Martha's like, Kimmy's never going to do that. It's too dark for her. She's never going to talk about it. Me, I'm going to cry about this painter that I gave my keys to with my dead father's fez on my head while we stand in a storage unit.
She really looks like she is in the Gilded Age, like walks off the set of the Gilded Age to film Ladies of London, but doesn't change wardrobe at all times. It's so weird.
And Kimmy's like walking off the set of Mad Men and drunk like the set
Yes.
of Mad Men. You know what I mean? Ugh, it's so good.
And Margot's walking off the set of Boogie Nights
Yeah, which is on her stomach.
with jizz on her stomach. She does have really big roller girl energy for our Paul Thomas Anderson Boogie Nights heads.
does.
You know, if you know, you know,
does.
she has roller
She does.
roller girl vibes.
Oh God.
So speaking of Margot goes over to Missy's house to be kind of the bone collector here and tell her that Kimmy is annoyed with Missy's story about her brother who very sadly was murdered. And Kimmy's response also about her story is like, she's like, darling, isn't that what just happens when you are
When you do
involved with
drugs?"
drugs? I'm like, okay.
And I just love that she's like, I just hate that this is a sob story. And Margot's like, it is a deeply sad sob story. What do you mean?
Now, I also like, in my mind, in the UK, when you're like involved with drugs, methinks cocaine is not included in their definition of drugs, because to me the party scene in London has to be wrought with some snow, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think so. I think that, like, I don't think that.
And Kimmy,
Kimmy-
love and light to her, looks like someone who has dabbled in the snow.
Kimmy's been on those slopes. She was riding up and down the. She was doing it with Emma's husband.
Allegedly.
But honestly, I don't even think we have to say allegedly, because Kimmy would be like, yeah, it was the 90s in London. What do you expect? Like, we're all filthy rich. What do you think we were doing? With Emma's husband, whatever his name is, he's got a weirdly spelled name. It's like Sam, but it's spelled like Sluzen or something like it's something insane.
Yeah.
But like, I think that I don't know if it's cocaine, but I wonder if they're the type of people that are like, no, darling, we do cocaine. We don't sell cocaine. You know what I mean?
Yes, very white of them.
So, and also
Now-
I think like the fact that Missy's like half Albanian, like I feel like there's like a race component here of like, Albanians are like they're like the immigrants of the UK. Shout out Dua Lipa.
Oh, okay, that's a good perspective on it. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I feel like there's like some of that shit going on. But Missy is on a television show that the rest of us are not on. I will say that. Missy is on a different TV show.
I agree, but Missy, and I didn't know this, but Missy, I guess, is a Real Housewife of Cheshire.
Yeah, I never watched it, but I did hear about that.
Yeah, me neither. So, but honestly, I can kind of tell now that you say that, because she is doing Real Housewife story producing, you know, and why I'm loving Martha and loving Kimmy and loving Emma so much is they all aren't really story producing; they're just kind of like existing.
Yeah, I feel like it's their first time on camera. By the way, I looked it up, and Missy had a whole other face. Wow,
That's not surprising.
That makes sense.
To be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, Margot reveals that Kimmy talked all this shit, and Missy is going to confront her at the Sip and Paint event. Because why? Of course, there's a Sip and Paint event. It's a show about ladies on Bravo. They are going to sip and paint a naked man.
Yeah.
We also get the scene between Emma and Mark, and we'll get to the dramatic part of the scene in a second. But Mark gives us a brief glimpse into his home, and I feel upset and angry and confused. He has the taste of Maggie Smith in Downton Abbey, yet he is a gay man in 2026 living in London. That den living room that they were sitting having an emotional conversation in looks so deeply uncomfortable to me.
Very uncomfortable. I love that Emma was like, your house is very much not kid friendly. And he said, what are children? I do.
No, I'm back on board. Actually, I'm back on board.
That felt like something you would love.
Yeah.
But I did think to myself, certainly you don't live here. Where do you live? Where do you sleep? What is this place? It was so weird. And he jokes, he's like, oh, I don't even know if I have a kitchen. And I was like, I'm not sure if you eat. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he just like goes into a coffin at the end of the night and somebody just like shuts him into it. Like, he just, to me, feels like he feels like from another time, you know? And I think I looked up his age. I think he's like a year or two older than you, Tom. Like, he's maybe born in like,
So 27, 26.
Yeah. He exactly.
Yeah.
But like, he's not, you know what I mean? It's not like he's the way he acts. It's something. It's very Simon Van Campen. You know what I mean? It's very like, and so
Well, that's very generous. Simon wishes.
Yeah, Simon wish. But I do think that there's something about him that like, when he does start to have like serious conversations with these people, like even at the end of the episode when he's like talking to Missy in the car, like, okay, I see why people are friends with him. He actually seems like a lovely man. I do not understand his home. I don't understand it. I don't know how people live that way. I don't know if he has a kitchen. I don't know if he has a bed. It's very confusing, but he is like an art collector, I guess. Like his mom was like a princess and his dad was like some art person, and so
Yeah.
he's just like, I guess, Tom, it's a life we will.
Rich.
It's a life we will never understand.
But like, it's not tasteful.
Oh, it's horrible.
Like it's not, and I think he thinks he's chic, but he's not.
But I think that there are people in London who do think that that's chic.
I think he dresses chic, but I don't think that his home is like chic in any way. I can't imagine going over for like lunch or drinks or something. Like it would just be so crazy to me to be like, where do I sit?
Is this a seat?
And it gives like he sleeps in a nightgown with like porcelain dolls in the bed with him.
Yeah, like there's just it's a very strange setup. I don't know if he's a real person. Is I think the thing is like I don't know if he's a real human or if he is a character actor.
He definitely gives character actor. Like his character is like the humorous like side gay uppity man, you know, but like
Yeah.
who are you? And he also not that I need to be involved in who he is sexually, but like a lot of the women on this show are very kind of like in their bodies. For him, this episode to be so uncomfortable around a naked man,
Yeah.
like I'm just like, what do you get into?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he feels like maybe he's like a little ace. I'm not sure. He also was on
Yeah.
another TV show called Made in Chelsea. I never watched
Yes.
it. So I would love to see what he was like on that because maybe he functions differently when there's like other gays or other men around.
No.
Oh, okay.
I've seen clips. I've seen like because people are throwing around clip compilations of Made in Chelsea just so you can see like what he was like on that.
Yeah.
It's the same,
Okay.
same vibe.
I do adore him.
I really like him too. I've been talking shit about him. I love that we finally have a gay in the mix. I'm just more kind of confused and baffled by him, which honestly I prefer confused and bafflement, if that's a word, than just like a basic annoying gay. You know, he is
not.
bringing,
He's certainly not TJ from Southern Hospitality.
I think TJ is one of the most troubled on
Joe Bradley.
network. Just be as a 35-year-old myself, the idea of we are almost the same age, and the idea of spending every single night with a bunch of raging, binge drinking 24-year-olds sounds like a prison.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, like this Mark, what's his name? Mark Paul Gosselaar? I don't know what his name is. He has like a
He has like 3 names.
Yeah, yeah.
He has like a dash in his name, but I forget what it
Mark
is.
Frank, Mark Francis. Mark Francis. Mike Francis is his name.
No, it's actually Mark Files.
So he what I will say I love about him is that he is a millennial. He's like a true millennial. I think he's like 35, and I love the fact that he's like, I came into the scene and globbed onto these older rich white women and this beautiful woman named Emma. And like I love that he's like, you know, there's a lot of like gays on the internet that are like, yes, queen icon Sonia Morgan. He's like living the life. He's living that life, the life that we all wish that we could have with these like
Right.
these icons on TV. He's like, no, I found them and I gave them a TV show.
I really want him to get in the drama though. That's my one critique for him is like he's kind of facilitating events. He's walking around like gossiping here and there. That's where TJ is fun to me because he is never not in the middle of a scandal.
I know that you can't stand him. I love him so much. I love TJ so much. I would love to hang
It's
out with
just
TJ
like-
and Mia. Could you imagine?
It's just we would have the best time. It's always so funny to me when I'm like TJ is one of the only 5 gay men that have ever been on the network, and it's TJ.
It's like Brooks, Marks, and TJ. Those are like our
You're
spectrums.
like, wow, the gay community is so large, and TJ and Brooks.
Okay.
I love Michaels though.
Love Michaels. I love his
It was
voice.
a little crazy when he screamed at that girl, but
Guys, Michaels, you're gonna get yourself killed. You can't be a brown man screaming at a white girl in the middle of
He was like-
Charleston.
yeah.
And it's like really over the top like Muppet voice.
You know he does have that. It's always back here. He's like,
Yeah,
I think
he's
Maddie
always-
has absolutely lost her marbles. That dumb slut.
The voice is coming from the back of his head. I love it so much.
You sound kind of like Lisa Barlow, to be honest.
My voice, my Lisa Barlow also comes from the back of my head. So yeah, that makes sense.
I die. Oh, that's Rachel Zoe. I love that. So we get to the sip and paint, and there's going to be a naked man there. And Kimmy is looking at this man. They're just having a conversation, like pre them coming up. Just he's fully naked. I don't love that. Like I'm pro the sip and paint. I'm not pro this man having to just be naked, like outside of the confines of the painting.
Yeah, she was like, all right, show me what you're working with, and he was like, okay.
She's like, let me see that schlong.
Yeah, let me see your schwanz. And like he like disrobed, and then she was like, and then I was impressed by Kimmy. She was fully making eye contact. She was fully looking in his eyes. She said, "Well, good job. You look good." And I was like, "Okay, well, that's nice, I think." But like
That was the last time she made eye contact that day, though, because the eyes left us shortly after that. She was doing the like.
she was doing the Ben Waddle. The eyes were in other directions.
Oh, the Ice Age sloth, Bin Waddle
Ben
eyes.
Waddle eyes.
Bin Waddle eyes. Wait, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't. I Bravo doesn't send me screeners. Sadly,
I heard.
Bravo. Are you listening? But allegedly, y'all. I mean, this will have come out after the episode airs, so we haven't seen it yet. But allegedly, this week's Summer House, Andy said it is the worst episode for Kyle Cook in 10 years. And not only Andy said that, but then all of the people who have already seen it, like the podcasters who get screeners, are all like, yeah.
Wow. Tune into my podcast. I'll be doing a solo recap of that episode. That episode will come out tomorrow night.
Oh, this week I'm actually chatting with two gay Matts. They are they're YouTube creators. You guys have probably seen their stuff on YouTube. They like listen to music and like react to it together. But they watch Survivor. One of them watches Survivor. One of them watches Summer House. And so we're making them watch the opposite as well. And so there's going to be a Summer House and then like a mid-season Survivor 50 recap coming at you guys later this week. That's just a reminder of what's to come.
Cute.
Yeah. So go follow Two Gay Mats. They're great. Let's get back to the painting. So we get to the actual painting moment, and I've never done this. I actually would love to do this. We should do this sometime.
I don't know about a penis.
Why not? We could do a woman.
I would love to do a woman.
I would love my dad would love for me to do a woman.
And my parents wouldn't. I just, you know what it is, Tom? Men disgust me. They just disgust me. And I've like...
You live in a house of three of them.
I live
so
in a house with
continue.
so many men. I grew up around so many men. I'm just like, get away from me. Go away from me with this Apollo. Like, I just hate it. And I also think like my penis is gross.
To each his own.
You know?
We like what we like.
I only want to deal with the one that I have to deal with. You know, the one that I'm contractually obligated to deal with. And I love that one. That one is great.
Wait, are you in your queerness and your bisexuality? Are you like what percentage are you? Would you say?
I fear that the only man that I really love, like sexually am attracted to,
Yeah, that you've
is
your
my
husband.
husband. But
Well, you do kind of like Hudson from Heated Rivalry.
no, of course. I mean, who doesn't? What am I blind? Like, of course. Those two.
Well, so there's a little more than that.
I think that
like,
there needs to be a lot of feminine energy coming from any man that I would need to be attracted to. I
Yeah.
would much rather paint Mark than this Dave man.
So if the dick itself is holding a purse, you're like, okay,
I'm
I'm
in.
all in.
I'm all the way in. I'm in. I'm like, put Mara Higgins's Birkin on it, and I'm ready to paint.
So I was really, really shocked by Mark's reaction to this. He was so uncomfortable. He wasn't just like making jokes about like, oh, this is so déclassé, and then just like drew something else. He wouldn't look at it.
You wouldn't.
And I think he was like, I don't even want to be seen on camera like with a naked man. Like there is some really deep, I think, shame around his sexuality that transcended in this moment. I also have a feeling, I know a couple of gays like this. He is the type of gay that has like 2 gay friends, but 50 female friends. And but like he just, because he thinks gays are too much sometimes, almost.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of internalized homophobia, and I would imagine that when you grow up in a particular society that expects men to be a certain way, like I've seen this type of stuff come out of like conservative, men who come out late in life, or like I've seen it with like some of my Muslim friends that have come out later in life, and there's a long period of time where they need to really come to terms with being around other gay people, because they do feel like being like gay people are too much. Like, I'm gay, but I'm not like those gays. It's like one of those things. It's like, I'm not like, because I think that they have that internalized homophobia of like the shit that we're raised hearing in conservative circles, that like gay men are just like insatiable, right? So like they don't know how to like come to terms with that. So I feel like that's why he's behaving this way, which I'm like, knock it off. Paint the dick. Even though I just said I wouldn't do it. I think you should, Mark.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but he's gay.
Yeah, I know.
Like you're not.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's a little different.
I know.
Like gay men are insatiable for cock.
I'm like, hey, that's really messed up that we grew up hearing that like gay men are just insatiable like creatures, and you're like, no, they are.
No, they are insatiable for cum.
Okay.
Speaking of cum, you know who I'm slowly falling more in love with actually on the show, and I didn't like her on her first frame on this television program, but seeing Micah's energy in this, I was like, wait, I actually think I really like her.
Okay.
She's a lot more free to me than I thought she was.
She said something that I knew that you would love, which is Florida Micah is all about this. And I was like, that's right. Let's see more of Florida Micah. Okay.
Because like I love someone who is, it's the type of person I love. Like someone who's like, I grew up in the South, or I grew up with a different life than I lead now, but I still like to touch down with that every once in a while. Like the Texas me definitely has her cravings sometimes.
Yeah.
And I like the honesty in her being like, at the end, like I'm white trash. So.
Yeah. At the end, I'm from fucking Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even from New York. I'm from Florida.
No, I really loved it. And I loved her drawing.
It was a good drawing. It was all right. It
I thought
looked
hers
like
was great. I thought Martha's was great. Martha did a beautiful job.
I mean, Lottie's was really good.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful.
And then Kimmy painted a kind of gangrene member.
Yeah, it looked like a chlamydia dick. And I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't love it.
If I was that man, I would be like, okay.
Yeah, I would be like, can I rip up whatever waiver I signed for Peacock? Because I would love to not have my face shown on here. It was so weird.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's when you know Kimmy, she is, as they say, what, 2 sheets to the wind? 3 sheets to the wind?
3 sheets.
How many sheets? She's several sheets to the wind.
It is fully like, I thought that you were not doing what I said you do. And then like, I'm like, oh my God, Kimmy, it is 3 o'clock. Girl, what? So they sit down to have lunch. They're eating like sliders and mac and cheese balls. I'm like, this is so for a group of like people who try to be with like London society. I'm like, this is a little crazy, especially because Kimmy is like a foodie. I'm like, this is what we're eating.
Yeah. Yeah. Martha was like, oh, I love the fried chicken sandwiches. And I was like, poor Mother's just been eating like baked beans and toast for like days because she's so broke. So she's like, protein, real animal protein.
She's like, but it does remind me of Hecate.
Hecate. I love her magpie. I love her. I'm so worried I'm worried about Martha all the time. I just worry about her constantly.
I know. So this is where Missy and Kimmy get to have their confrontation. And Kimmy just won't let up. Like Missy's like, this is so ridiculous that you have so much negative things to say about the fact that my brother got shot and you're upset about it. And I'm sorry, but Kimmy's through line, her thought process, none of it is making a lick of sense.
She's drunk.
Margot comes over to try and permeate. I mean, not mediate, not permeate,
Yeah.
but she does permeate.
But she does
the conversation.
Permeates.
And Kimmy's like, "You're such a bitch." Honestly, calling someone a bitch in a sort of British accent does feel a little chicer of an insult.
So chic. And I just love that Margot, like, there's her American South Carolina. I almost made it on Southern Charm come out because she was like, why don't you drink some more? And I was like, that's so American of you.
It is.
It is so American.
Tip the glass.
Yeah.
Bitch.
And Kimmy's like, okay, so you think I'm an alcoholic. Like, I'm the one.
What else is new? So does the rest of Chelsea.
Yeah, she's like, I'm the one that tells you guys all the time I'm pissed. I'm a little pissed.
So, yeah, and then the fight doesn't really have a resolution. She tries to really apologize. Missy doesn't really take it, and then she gets in a car and leaves. But one thing that was interesting here, though, is Mark runs down, and we get kind of a real Mark moment, which confused me because I'm like, wait, why are you not doing this everywhere?
Yeah. I was like, why are you talking like normally here, but then like whenever we see you on camera, you're like, oh, darling, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut up, just talk like a normal human being. Even when he was talking to Emma or Emmy at his place, like he was being so tender and sweet, and like, but even in those moments, he kept tapping into like this sort of over the top like British man. But when he was talking to Missy, and he was like, you're never gonna see eye to eye with her, it's okay, like it's she's never gonna understand, right? Like I kind of loved that. But again, I think Missy is coming from the Real Housewives space where she's like, I don't like this person, I'm no longer going to film with them. And I think Mark is like, I've pitched this television show to Peacock. I really need you to get it together.
It does feel like he's the showrunner.
He's giving producer, I feel like, a little bit. He feels also like the glue because he knows all these people. I don't think that they all necessarily knew her. I will say that what made me laugh was when Margot came and sat down and Kimmy was like, not making any sense. Margot was just like laughing at her. She was like, Kimmy, if you don't stop it right now, you're being ridiculous. Like, I just kind of love that she was just like laughing in her face.
Margot is necessary. I don't know that I really love her or not, but like I do think she's necessary for plot here on the show.
Yeah, I also like don't like when somebody uses their sobriety as like a way to like bring people down. I didn't love that. Her being like, as the only sober person here, da 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 da. Like Lottie's sober too. She's
right.
pregnant.
I agree. I don't do whatever you want with your life.
Yeah.
Like drink, don't drink, do drugs, don't do drugs, do nothing, do everything.
Yeah.
I deeply don't care, but just don't weaponize any of your behavior, whether good or bad, against what I'm doing with my life. There's so many other things to talk about than the fact that like you're better than me because you don't or you do the things that I do or don't. I don't know.
Let's talk briefly about Margot's husband, who is like half Lebanese, half Armenians, and she just like forced him to marry her.
That was upsetting. She essentially was like, I want your money, so like let's go to Vegas. That's pretty much what the tea was on that.
Yeah. She was like, he knocked me up, so we had to get married. I beg your pardon.
But he won't be on camera, I think.
No, he does not want to be on camera.
I don't blame him, honestly.
I get it.
Is Emma's husband, the Marquis, going to be on camera?
I don't know, but
I'd like to know more about him.
yeah.
And Missy's not married? No, Missy is married too.
No, Missy's a single mom who works 2 jobs.
Right.
and
What are those jobs?
trauma dumping and modeling. Also, she is, and then Micah's husband, we're never going to see. The husbands are missing in this television show. I'm not going to lie. And I like that. Let's keep it that way.
I'm okay with the lack of male presence because the only male presence we have is one of the more feminine presences on Bravo.
And honestly, that's the only male presence I like in my life anyway, is a feminine male presence.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
like I said,
You said it.
put a Birkin on
want,
the dick.
You want to see a dick with a Birkin. That's the only dick you want to see. Well, that's Ladies of London. This season, once again, guys, I believe is very short. I think we only have 2 more episodes.
No, that's really upsetting, Tom. I don't like that.
There may be 8. I think it's only 6, though. I really think it's only 6. That's what everything on Google was telling me.
And Ladies of London historically never got a reunion, which is okay. I don't need a reunion of the show.
They definitely won't have one for this season because what is there? I mean, there's so much to talk about, actually. But like, I think that as long as we get greenlit for a season 2, maybe we'll get a reunion for that one.
Yeah.
But I think keep honestly this whole cast. Maybe throw in one other demon just to mix it up. But I'm having a blast in London town.
What do you think about the theme song?
It kind of sounds like the old Summer House theme song.
Yeah, a little bit, right? It says it's like
because the Summer House theme song was like
And then the Watch Your Crappins guys always said that the Summer House theme song sounded like somebody falling off of a roof.
What's her name? Like Lena something? Because it's the same woman who does the
Selling Sunset
does
music.
the Vanderpump Rules.
Oh,
one.
is it the same woman? Oh wow,
It is the same woman.
Lena
Yeah.
Dudley or something like that.
Yeah, I think unfortunately that is her surname.
But the Ladies of London theme song is like, I don't know, something
I
in
think
my
it
city.
might be her too.
We need to look this up because it's important to be accurate.
Ladies of London New Reign theme song. Well, I have the lyrics. The lyrics are, I got it, I got too much, I'm cover, why don't you follow me?
Why
Okay.
don't you follow me, or something like that. It's really stupid. Okay, then song.
Who sings it though?
Yeah, I don't know.
It says no specific artist. That's upsetting to that artist.
Oh yeah,
that's what comes
it's
up.
actually Dina Dudley is her name.
Not Lena Dudley. Dina Dudley.
Dina Dudley, and yeah, the song for Summer House was "We Never Stop." So it goes, "We never stop." No, 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 no.
This is the good life. No, and we gonna sound. I just the Summer House one ends on such a weird way. It goes, I'm feeling the way.
Okay.
It like doesn't end on a button.
Oh.
It ends like it's like let's just wrap it here.
Well, I looked up Dina Dudley's songs and I don't see the Ladies of London theme song here. So I think that goes to show that it's somebody else. It's another diva. So
What is Dina Dudley up to?
I don't know. The last time she made a song was 2016, and it was for the Bad Moms movie. That's impressive.
Okay.
Okay,
shout
girl,
out.
work. All right.
She seems to be not online. I just did a quick Google. Like you can't find. She doesn't have an Instagram.
Do you think she collected her check and said, "I'm gonna start an Etsy shop or something"?
They can't have paid her that much. I don't think she gets royalties on that song.
I feel like maybe she bought Bitcoin and now she's doing well. I don't know.
Because I think she's one of our. I think the way she does it is she's a royalty-free music artist. So there are platforms that like artists sell their music to,
Yeah.
or the platform themselves will buy an artist's catalog and be like, "We want to release this as royalty-free." Like, and they just take a check for it. Like I think that's how she probably made money. Was just like wrote the music for reality shows but doesn't release her own music. That's kind of a bummer to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to see Dina at Webster Hall.
I want to see Dina at BravoCon.
She should be, honestly. That is confusing the way that hasn't happened.
Dorinda Medley gets a DJ set and Dina Dudley doesn't get anything? Please. Dorinda Medley. Dina Dudley featuring Dorinda Medley. One night only. We never
gotta wrap.
stop.
We gotta wrap. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Once again, do subscribe to the I Am the Cute One Patreon. Beginning in 2 weeks, you will get weekly episodes of Big Brother starring yours truly. I am interested to hear what you guys think of my gameplay, and I'm interested to see how far you think me and the podcast crew go. Noor does know the results, so Noor, don't make any faces.
I'm literally, this is just my face. In the words of my children, why is your face like that? It's just my face.
And let us know how far you think Noor would have gone.
I would have been eliminated immediately for being too sensitive and also too mean.
That was a character trait I would think across the board in the house. So I think maybe you would have fit in actually.
Okay. It's like, why are we all friends with Donny? It's like, because we're all sensitive and really mean.
Yep.
Yep.
Noor, tell everyone where they can follow you and listen to you and watch you.
You can watch me on Patreon at The Reality Is Podcast. Go subscribe to the Patreon, guys. Okay. Nobody wants to work their regular jobs anymore. Also follow me on YouTube. If you follow Tom, just follow me too. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe.
I agree.
And you can listen to me everywhere podcasts are heard. Leave me a review if you'd like to. And also find me on Threads. I'm having fun on Threads. I would tell you to follow me on Instagram, but Instagram doesn't even push out content of people that you follow. So follow me on Threads. The Reality Is Pod.
Yes. Yep. And guys, we'll be back this week later with both a Summer House recap as well as a Survivor recap with 2 gay mats. Make sure to check them out on YouTube. And we are barreling towards Atlanta coverage here in the next couple weeks.
Excited for that.
In preparation for that, on Monday, which is the day we're recording this, an episode has come out about ranking the most memeable moments from the Real Houses of Atlanta. So go listen to that and watch that and let me know your thoughts. And I will see y'all later this week. Noor, thank you for being here, and I'll see y'all later.
Bye.